Mental Health Fridays. Look, um, welcome to another Friday where you know we talk about our problems, we talk about our issues, we think about issues too that we have of ourselves, or even positive things too. It doesn't even have to be bad problems, but pray that you guys' mental health is doing good. I pray that everything around your household, everything that your personal life, school, work life is going okay. If there's any issues or problems that you have, you can always put in the comments, and I can always give the best support that I can. For today, I'll talk about just the meaning of life a bit. This one's a bit deeper, even though I'm gonna give a brief short-ish of it, and I can probably go more on it next Friday, but um, I I personally think when I was in high school and I was going through a lot of questions and personal things in my life where I didn't know the meaning of life, I had to learn that what was the meaning of my life instead of the of life. And I think it's pretty clear to speak about that a part of when people ask what is the meaning of life, you're mostly asking yourself what is the meaning of my life. And I say that's something that you discover on your own, a part of what is bringing you to do well in life, what's bringing you to be a good citizen, to be just define the person who you are, the most organic and original person of yourself. And I learned that through literally screaming out my emotions, but mostly through picking up a Bible, which I talked about last Friday. But through reading the Bible, I understand a gist of like what is the meaning of what I need to live for and what I need to do. And one of the most important parts was for sure like spreading the gospel and doing it in a way where it's not hurting or it's not pressuring to anyone, but just in a way where I can be able to welcome people to it, to the question of, understanding about God and Jesus. And I I learned through that my life became more joyful through me doing more things, and my life got better. But part of that, um, some people might have it harder to find the meaning of life. You might have problems to find the meaning of life currently right now through the issues of like what's going on in the world. Me personally, I have no clue. I'm dead serious. I have no clue what's going on, like politically wise, destructive wise, because I've been so off on like Instagram and TikTok, where I get most of my information from. But other than me using YouTube's like all the gaming stuff and just all the funny stuff that I react to. But like other than that, I don't actually know what's going on in the world. So to me, I might be more happier because I don't know what's the truth behind the world itself. But also, I'll say like sometimes too much information can hurt you. Retweet. Too much information can hurt you. Through family members and also friends, like I've understand to learn that when you intake so much information from social media, or even just the news, it can literally start hurting you mentally. And I had those issues with like as a kid. I had issues of like looking at the news, the little side news they have in your like Windows desktop, and it was talking about like asteroids coming and asteroids possibly hitting Earth and everything. So as a kid, I was always like constantly like paranoid that an asteroid would crash on Earth and that I'll never live out to live my adult life. But I learned that first of all, those news most likely fake. Second of all, that I shouldn't worry so much about what's going on in the news. I should be able to leave that alone, put that out, put that fire out first, and then move on to live my life. I genuinely had to learn that a part of knowing what's best for your life and finding the meaning of your life is to literally progress and not look back and enjoy your life. Because the more that you keep holding yourself, I felt this before, the more that you keep holding yourself, the accountable about the things in the world, the things that you might not be able to experience because of the world. Just pray every day, or not pray, but just like pursue to endure, and not think about it. I'm not saying completely like erase the idea of information and be dumb. No, I'm saying like at a point there should be a time where you take information, and then there's a point in time where you don't take so much information to the point where you are constantly controlled by media and the concept of like what's going on around. So my advice to others for today is to take time to not be on social media as much. I've learned that literally not being on scrolling apps like Instagram and TikTok can literally influence you to just ignorantly, like, constantly destroy your mind and brain rot it, and just literally take so much time out of your way. And another thing is like low-key time is a most importantly thing in our lives that we need to keep as humans and think about more. So just think that part of you constantly thinking about what's going on in the world, just remember that time is a thing. It is a buster, and you're gonna have to go through, and you have to acknowledge that time will progress, and you're just gonna have to move on and experience just your life and be joyful, and to find the good in life and not find the negatives all the time. And that's really it for the Mental Health Fridays, a little short video. And for today's, my wallet, bro, I've had this since high school. Yeah, for sure high school. I don't know middle school. I think I had a different wallet in middle school. I've lost so many wallets in middle school, it's so bad. But yeah, I've had this for a long time. I'm not gonna leak anything that's inside the wallet because I will get leaked. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I'll see y'all.